This is about how someone can know that alien invasion, artificial alien invasion, and then a alien invasion can happen, right? It's a derived, context derived aspect. A lien is a court order against someone for occupying a sovereign, right? You can't arrest the president because the president lives in a sovereign state inside of a state called Maryland that's not sovereign. That is a member of states that represents a sovereign. So as long as the president is in Washington, D.C., then he can't be arrested. So if there's a lien against a president who stole an election, then who's the president? Then you can say that it's an invasion, right? A lien invasion. It's a lien invasion. So they have to come up with an artificial alien invasion to make it seem like they're not. It's like it's not an alien invasion. You know what I mean? Because I don't think they would arrest. Like, I don't know what they do other than arrest the president, but they're not going to. That's why they don't arrest the president, because they live in Washington, D.C. There's, Secret Service and everybody goes around before them. They're not going to just pop up anywhere where they could be detained, right? So unless they're in the bathroom, like Ocasio-Cortez is in the bathroom, and then one by one, like different activist journalists or journalistic activist women, and then one man comes into the bathroom to tell her about her letting down their campaign promises, right? I don't think a man's supposed to be allowed in the bathroom, but for this purpose, right? I don't know if there's going to be able to set up a lien against him unless he says oh, you know what? I feel kind of bad about going into that bathroom. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. And then he will get a fucking lien. Okay. He will get a letter in the mail or something, a knock on the door, something. Probably a knock on the door because it's AOC. So just fucking don't feel shit, guy. You'll be all right. I told you about this in previous videos. They couldn't arrest the guy who wife was killed by a 2-year-old because he left a loaded gun inside of a little kid's bag. I think it was like Tickle Me Elmo or something. I don't know what the fuck it was. They didn't know what to do, and they didn't press charges, and they didn't file until he expressed remorse. If you cry, you go to jail. The precedent is for the look on your face with regards to events going on around you with a property damage or destruction, or someone gets hurt or something. And if you look stupid and dumb on your face, you know what I mean? If you're misunderstood and you're just a nice guy who's trying to get his team together, then they can't convict you. It's like something. I've been studying this animal. I don't really have to. You have to really get into the mind and figure out what makes it tick, because it's different. Like, and I don't want to go in too much about where they are right now with your purpose for, because people maybe pay taxes for them to do different things, One, enforce policy on rich people's property, and then to be an intelligence gathering agency and asking questions and stuff. Like a lot of times people doing crimes hires them for that. And you be paying taxes to the police to ask you questions about crimes, about destruction of property and bodily harm and things like that. So, like the report is not going to go down exactly like anything ever happens, but that's why they need the creative writing classes to be able to fill in some of the blanks, and sometimes they have to rewrite reports. And so, I mean, it seemed like, oh, why would you have to rewrite, what I'm saying? Like, well, but why would exculpatory information disappear, and then why would we elect her to be our representative? Because she can disappear exculpatory evidence, It seems like avarice, but that is the bust downs. So it'd be like a little tiny bit of avarice, and it is gel flavoring. And like, normies, regular people have a little tiny bit of avarice that you can't check them on. It busts down to everybody. But the children still suffer. It's still hard on mothers that are pregnant, and it's still harder on the children. So you know what I'm saying, like some things in the Bible you could say are happen already, right? The limbs, the bows would break with the limbs so full of figs that the branches couldn't support the weight, and nobody would be around to enjoy the bounty, the yield, right? Well, I mean, there's things that people that know how to sustain themselves with resources or whatever, like some thing to where they got like a type of an asset evaluated, and then how they manage the asset, that they can't talk to anybody. Nobody really, it's like people get maybe upset a little bit, like they don't want to talk about something that they don't know about, which I can understand. But at the same time, they could say, since the coronavirus, yada yada yada, you know what I mean? And they already told you something they don't know about, because there's no scientific name for the coronavirus. Like the coronavirus is causing the flu since you can remember, since time immemorial. But all of a sudden, since the coronavirus, it is like, yeah, I mean, I get the people's reaction to an event of some kind, but you're not going in and elaborating on that event. You're just telling me that it's not busy or something like this because of that, right? It's a little bust down from somebody's avarice, that they didn't think that we deserved a exotic name for a new pathogen, and they try to scare us with, oh, it's from the Delta, with like malaria, encephalitis. Yeah. I mean, it's just like, it's lazy, and your kids suffer, man. Your children suffers. You will say they don't because you could play basketball with a mask, and you will go to watch a basketball game and it will sweat all over each other and nobody's wearing a mask. If it was an alien invasion and they were chasing an alien around and shit like that, they would put somebody at your door and make sure that you don't come out, or you would get shot. If anybody, walking through the street, they would get fucking lit up. But, that's not, I'm not saying that that's going to happen. I'm saying if it was, they definitely banned the milk product that makes it last longer on the shelf. You know what I mean? We definitely still have problems with Wi-Fi. We definitely live streamed from the moon in the 60s, and we're still buffering. So fucking kill me, I'm a loser then, because I'm fucking recalcitrant and irreprehensible, and I just don't get it.